What's up, Gunkel fam, and welcome to the first episode of your favorite Gunkel podcast. I'm your favorite Gunkel and your favorite host. It's your boy James, and I'm super excited to finally have you guys here. I created this podcast to create a safe space to share the good, bad, and everything in between that life has to throw. Today's episode is all about embracing life. It's time to start living and stop waiting. And speaking of living, I live for our cocktail of the day. If you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check out our Instagram story. I put the cocktail recipe in there. You guys, you don't want to miss out this white peach margarita. Delicioso, honey. Let me try it for you guys here on camera because here at your favorite Uncle podcast is always happy hour. Let me try it. Moist. No, I'm just playing, but it's really good. Or as one of my nieces would say, so good. It's so good, Papa. That's what they call me, Papa. But anyway, let's kick today's episode off with a listener's question. This listener wrote in, I need help. I do too, girl. I really have a bad habit of waiting on people to do other things and then miss out on opportunity. But it's also super scary. Any advice on how to get past that fear? I think this is a great question. I think so many people struggle with that. I know I do. I think it's human nature to want to do things with a partner. I just think it becomes a problem when it stops you from doing what you want to do in life. It's easy to get caught up in waiting on friends, waiting on your partner, or even family members. But it's important to put yourself first. And that doesn't make you selfish, it just makes you smart because you have to worry about your own happiness at the end of the day. And you don't want to look up one day and your whole life has flashed by and you don't know what happened. Okay, so it's important that you put yourself first so that way you achieve the goals that you want to achieve in life and that you do it for yourself. I think that the best way to go about that, start small. I used to travel by myself. I didn't start out traveling by myself. I started small. I started with going to dinner, to movies, maybe park walks, and just like putting my earbuds in and listening to music and just walking a trail. I think that was so peaceful. But the point was, I was working myself up and creating a space where I was okay with being by myself. And I think that was the most important thing. You need to create a space where you're okay with being alone. You're okay with you and you're okay. You can entertain yourself without having someone there or without having that little like comfort blanket of having that part, whether it's whoever it is to you. Like it's important to kind of like take off that safety blanket and kind of walk on your own. Reframe it. What is the fear? Reframe that fear. Is it that you're afraid of being alone, or is it you're afraid of leaving those people behind because you're moving on and they're not moving at the same pace you're moving? In that case, if that's the fear, people will come and go. And it's important that you kind of walk your own path because when it's time for them to walk their path, best believe they're going to walk it. And that may not always include you. And that doesn't mean that y'all won't come back in life because things have a way of coming back together. So if y'all meant to be or anything like that, family, they'll come around eventually. And if they don't, maybe they don't need to be in your life. If they're holding you back, maybe it's a reason why, you know, they're not moving in the same direction as you. And that's a sign that maybe you need to move in a different direction. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to be honest. So I would say figure out what that fear is and kind of figure out a way to reframe that so that way that you're not letting fear hold you back either because that's very important. You never want fear to hold you back because yeah, why? Like it's just stupid. Don't let fear hold you back. And I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying like there's no good reason why. Fear is important because yeah, it protects you, but it also like can lead you astray if you let it. So, baby, if you don't take anything else, get past that fear. Okay, but I mean, if you're gonna die, then don't do that. But if it's something that you can live through, then yeah, go ahead and get past it. Easier said than done, but baby steps. That's the important thing. And also set personal goals. Okay, figure out how to move forward in life. If you're setting personal goals, I love to have a 6 month, 12 month, and then a 5 year plan. Okay, because I feel like for me, it's important to make sure that I'm moving in life. I'm a Virgo, so for me, being complicit and just getting comfortable in the day to day routine, I'm like, nah, I need to be growing. I need to be doing something. I can't stay still for too long. But that's just me. If you're the person that loves consistency and loves the day to day aspect, that's your business. But for me, I need to be going, I need to be moving, I need to be growing in life, and sometimes I gotta leave people behind. I originally wanted to do this podcast with a co-host. That was my plan. I felt like that's what I needed to do to be successful. But somewhere along the lines, I realized like this is something that I wanted to do. This is a passion of mine, and I can't wait on other people to do it. Like I wanted to do this, so I'm doing it, and I'm walking in it, and I'm just walking out on faith, and I'm praying for a great outcome. But I know that because I'm doing what I want to do, no matter the outcome, whether I only get one listener or two, or I get millions, who knows? But I love the journey that I'm on today, and I think that I'm forever going to be changed by this process. Learning the ropes. I did multiple episodes before I did this episode, and sent it to get edited, and it came back, and I hated all of it, and I decided to start over from scratch, and that was scary for me. But I wanted to make sure I put out something great, and I knew that it was important for me that I love what I do, and it was important for me to get this podcast out, and so I pushed past all those fears. I did not I could have literally, said, okay, this is hard. Maybe I'll put it off another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks. Maybe I'll just put out the episode that I wasn't happy with. But I decided, no, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to make sure it's great for me and that I put out something that I could be proud of. But I also wanted to make sure that I put out something. So I made sure I didn't also gatekeep it and just put it in my phone and never release it. But the important thing is I had to reframe that fear. I can do this by myself. I am enough, and I'm a great person, and I know that I have a great personality, and I just stood on that. And I suggest that you do it too because you're a great person. I don't know who you are, but you're great in your own right. My great might be different from your great, but you're great. Do you and be proud of you. And that's it for this topic, okay? If you have any advice, go ahead and comment. Also, if you want to share your stories, send that in the email. My email is in the bio on my Instagram page. You could also follow any of my accounts and you'll find the same information. So go ahead and like and subscribe. Next week, we have our first guest host. I'm super excited for you guys to meet this person. I think this is going to be a great episode, and the topic is so juicy. So I'm super excited to dive into it with you guys. So tune in next Tuesday. I'll be dropping that episode. Peace, love from your favorite uncle.